Hi, it's Tommy Jo from Bird Street Studio, and in my last video I talked about that I was watching an art lesson, and I was working on some ephemera at the time, and I decided to turn on the camera and show you how I backed ephemera. And I was doing the same thing today. I was watching a art class that I'm taking, and while I was watching it, I was making these, and I'm going to show you how to do it. These are all pieces of ephemera that I've made out of paper that I wasn't crazy over, which seems to be my theme lately. And it was this paper here. It's not that I don't like the paper or the colors. I do. I love these. But for the journals that I make in that, I don't know, not so much. But I'm thinking that if I made the right kind of journal, that these would look good in there because of the colors. The other thing is, I don't have a wide variety of stamps. So these are just some of the stamps that I had. So I thought I'd just kind of show you what I was doing. So let me get the paper pad this is the paper pad. Let me move these. So this paper here came from this paper pad. And you could do this with any paper. There are some papers in here that I think are beautiful and I would use. But some are just very bright. See, this is the paper I was using. Some are just very bright and probably not papers that I would use. So I had this idea. Let me see. The stars I might use for something like some sort of a kid's journal or something. You're fine. Here's another bright one. Here's some bright ones. I have this idea. Once I saw these, I had this idea of maybe doing some sort of a rainbow journal. So let's stick with a rainbow kind of colored papers. How about these? Take one of these out. I'm going to move this one aside. Funny how you can take a paper like that and think you wouldn't use it, and then when you see these designs, maybe you would. So anyway, so here's the paper, and like I said, I don't have a wide variety of stamps, so I will pull a couple of those that I had out. I think that was one. This one here, this one here didn't stamp very well, so it's funny. I kind of made this up. That was this stamp here. And the center didn't stamp at all, so I actually punched a piece of cardstock. This circle right here is a piece of cardstock, and then I just used marker and made some colors, so I made it work. But like I said, I don't have a wide variety of stamps. Let me see what we do have that would work for a whimsical kind of journal. The stamps that I have are really just stamps that I got on sale somewhere. If they were, 50 cents or $1 or something in a bin. When I was doing scrapbooking or mixed media art a lot, I used them, but not enough to really invest in them. Let's see what we have. I've got something here. Let me see what we got. Oh, these are the stamps I use when I do like postage stamps and stuff. But there's a bee, so let's pull him out. and a leaf. Let's pull that out. I had them all like sitting in CD cases. And that one broke. There's a flower. That's one of the ones I already used. Here's some letters. And numbers. Those came out really good. The numbers that I did came out really good. That might be enough for now. Let me just real quick look through the rest of these and see if there's anything that tickles my fancy. Like I said, I just don't have very many, so. Well, that's kind of it. That'll give us a start. It'll give you an idea of what I did, so let's try that. Okay, I think we will try some of these. So the first thing I did was I stamped. I don't know if these are in camera or not, but anyways, I stamped first, and I think I picked like the medium size flower. Where's my baby wipes? I usually keep my baby wipes open to clean off the stamp. Let's get one of these. Okay. So the first thing we want to do is stamp. So I'm using some Memento Tuxedo Black. It's the only real black that I have. Okay. Okay. And I want to leave enough so that I get an edge around so that I don't have to cut it real close. Oh, that came out good. Maybe I'll do one more of those while I'm, or maybe I'll do a different size. Okay. Yeah, maybe we'll just do a different size. Let's do a small one. And again, we want to leave enough space around it. Because I made that mark, I'm going to kind of work on this part of the paper here. Because we want to be able to leave some of the paper around it, because that's part of what makes it really cool. Ooh, nice. I'm just going to do a few for you to see. It's a way to make ephemera with what you have if you don't have cutouts and stuff. Let's try this bee. I don't know if this will stamp well or not. We'll see. I used it for embossing, which is another thing you can do on your papers like this, is just emboss too. Oh. I'm gonna get ink all over my hands, but I don't want all this ink because I'm afraid it'll stamp. try that. Let's make 2 of these while we're at it, okay? Trying to do it without getting the ink all over the outside. Okay, let's see. And it really doesn't matter if they, you know, stamp well or not, because we're going to go over it with a black ink pen. Okay, let's try this one. This is kind of a cool design. It's small. Not sure what I would do with it, but let's try it. Oh, kind of nice. Let's do another one of those. In my mind, I see ideas of what I can do with these. Change the black and the white areas. So that's why I'm thinking, ooh, let's do another one. Nice. Okay, do we want to do this leaf? I think we do. We'll see. I don't know. It's pretty intricate, this leaf. So I don't know how it will stamp. So we'll see. Oh, not bad. Not bad at all, actually. That looks kind of nice. Okay, let's do just a couple more so I can show you. The numbers were kind of fun. Let's do a couple numbers, because look, I did the numbers, just I stamped them and then decorated them. Maybe a 9 or a 6, whatever. But they were kind of fun, so let's do a couple different numbers. Let's see, let's do a do a 1. I don't know if I can separate them enough on the, let's do a 5, maybe. I don't know if I can separate them enough on the acrylic to do both at the same time, but let's see. Wow. It was stuck good on there. Okay, let me see if I can, we might be able to if I move them way, yeah, if I move it way apart, we should be able to do that. Okay. Well, let's see. I'll move these off. I know when I did the letters before, it didn't look like I was getting any ink on them, but they were inked. So let's see. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Doesn't look like there's a lot of ink on there either. All I have to be able to do is see the outlines though. Oh, beautiful. Okay, I think that's enough to get us started. To give you an idea, and then most people have way more stamps than what I have. I have so few. So I'll bet you could come up with some really cool ideas. Okay, our stamp pad away. Now I'll show you like kind of how I move forward with this. So I'm using a black fine point Posca, a white fine point Posca, and my go-to is this Sharpie roller. It's a pen, it's not a marker. Oh, I got black on my hands. So I use the pen, and anything that didn't come out really good as I want to accentuate, I use the pen for. So let's try this number 1. So I'm going to first outline it. And I'm going to just kind of turn it and move it the way it works for me best to get the work done. So first I outline it. Well, let's do the 5 as well. I was just doing this like kind of a doodle kind of thing when I was watching this class, and then when I cut it out, they came out so cute. I thought, oh my gosh, I got to share that. Okay, so that's kind of, I just outlined it, and then you want to make a decision about what you want to do in the middle. So like say we wanted to make this one say striped, but let's go striped this way. I would just use my white Posca. And this is fun and relaxing because it's just really doodling, you know? And yet we're using up this paper that takes on a totally different look when you cut it out around these stamps. Okay? Let's see. The 5, let's make like swirl in there. Okay, now this is the fun part. want to leave, you know, a fairly decent amount on there so that you can see the paper. Excuse me. And I really roughly cut this out. I don't try to be too, you know, I don't try to get too close. I might want to try to sort of dip that a little bit because the 5 dips. And probably I would go in here a little bit like this. Oh my gosh, look at how cute that is. And let's do the one. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? So that's just stamps and doodling. That's all there is to that. So let's, let me see, I'm gonna stand up, my chair might make a big noise. Let's see if you can see that. Let me pull them down just a little bit further. Maybe I'll adjust the camera just a little bit. Okay. Okay, so let's work on these here. Let's do one of these. So basically I just want to outline this stamp first. Just to make the line art darker. Oh my gosh, when I doodle, I get so involved in it. Not last year, but I think it was the year before. I participated in that 100 days, whatever. You had to draw something for 100 days, and I did mini mandalas. They took me a good while. Like, I thought I was gonna, you know, spend 15-20 minutes and do a quick mandala every day. Oh no, 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 no. I drew them, and then that wasn't good enough. I had to go ahead and color them. That wasn't good enough either. I had to shade them with my Copics. So each one of them took well over an hour and a half every day. And talk about being in the zone. It was so much fun, so relaxing, but wow, time consuming. Then a lot of things happened last year and I didn't participate in that. I also started doing journals, which I have fallen in love with. I started mixed media art back in 2000, and I think I did my first real attempt at mixed media art in 2014 or 15, something like that. And really, literally, I couldn't draw, or I mean, I enjoyed it, but I really was not very good at it, and I still have the original canvases. I made these whimsical girls with the big eyes and the big necks and, you know, that whole thing. And I did a whole set on canvases and hung them in my studio, which at first, when I started doing mixed media art, my studio was my kitchen table. But I did have a folding shelving unit that I made, and that kept my art supplies on there. Literally, it was just a shelving unit. And so I used to art right at my kitchen table. And, you know, as time went on, I got a little bit better at drawing or whatever, and then I got a bonus at work, and I used it to buy Copics, a set of Copics, and that's when I fell in love with like illustration. So that's kind of what I do mostly now. Is I do journals. I make handmade journals, which you see in all my videos. And I do illustrations. Okay, so what I was thinking was these, I can even use markers to color them as well. So I discovered Dee Dee Willingham uses these Crayola Super Tips right here. And so I think that I could use these to color some of this and still keep it fairly black and white. So let's color the inside pink there, and these. And that's the only color I'll put on it. The rest will be black. Okay. So I can use my Posca, but these are pretty small, so I think I'm going to just use the pen. This is a really fun project. Like I said, I was doing this while I was watching an art class, and I usually, when I take an art class, I will watch first. I don't try to do the art along with anybody. I have to get a real feel for it, I think. So I watch first and see how it's done, and then try to put my take on it. Okay, so here I'm going to make this part black. And I'm going to do this one a different design, I think. So okay, and then this, I think I'll do black stripes like this, just to shade it. Good, and then I think I will do the insides of these black as well. Inside of the pink circles there. Oh, cute. Oh, very cute. Looks like there's dots right there as well, but they didn't stamp real well, that's why I didn't see them. But now I can see them there. Okay, so that's done. So let's try something a little different with this one. So with this one, I'm going to go ahead and do the outside of this black. I'm not going to put color in this one. I'm just going to let the paper show through. These would just make good little pieces in your journal to decorate a page. Like, I have a real problem in journals with having blank pages, you know, which I want to keep blank so that people can journal on those pages. I don't want to, I like themed pages, but I need to leave enough room for people to journal. So I kind of struggle with that. Is do this black as well. So little pieces of decoration, ephemera, whatever, I like to put in the corner or down on the bottom of a blank page just to break it up, and it just gives it some color or something like that. Okay, so I have this idea that I want to do this black lines like that, and I like, maybe we'll do these black in here. Okay, so I can use my Posca for that because that takes up a little bit more. It's a little bigger nib. This is a pretty small stamp. So it's close quarters for coloring. Okay, then maybe what I'll do is make this the opposite. So we'll make this one black going this way. I may need to use the pen for that, I don't know. Oh, maybe not. And then the same over here. All right. Okay, so let's see what these look like cut out. If I leave them just like that. I'll go ahead and cut this off right here. Put this paper aside. Okay, let's see. Remember, we're cutting these really loose. Because we want to see some of that plaid or the designed paper back there. Kind of cute. Need to round it, that's for sure. I think this needs to go down and out like that. I'm just shaping a little bit more where I cut right here, and I'll do the same down here just so it looks like it goes in and out, and then in and out. Oh, cute. You know, and you can cut them in closer if you want, or further away if you want. Oh, very cute. So let me think if I have a page of something. I think I had some journal pages here or something, but let's say, so let's say we had a journal page like this, you know, and then you have these white pages. So wouldn't that be cute to have that just down like in the corner, you know, or at the bottom, just to break up the page a little bit, and then we could distress, you know. Oh, that would be cute too, to have two right on there, and it just breaks up the page. Oh my gosh, I love, 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 love. Okay, so let's do a couple more. We'll flowers are kind of fun. We can do those right with the Posca, I believe. Let's see. Yeah. Cute. Very cute. I have an idea for this one. For this one, we'll keep these lines like this. But I'm thinking that this part, we're going to thicken this line. Really thick, like this. And really, the sky's the limit when you do these, so your stamp gives you the outline, gives you an idea. They look so different when they're cut out too, you know. I really liked the really bright paper, doing this with that really bright paper, but this is good too. Kind of different, huh? I think what I might do is go ahead and fast forward through these, and that way I'll go ahead and get everything done and you aren't sitting here watching me make decisions and stuff. Okay, so there you go. So all together, then I have the ones here that were done out of this paper. Okay, and then these here that were done out of this paper. So pretty good idea, huh? Put on your pages in your journal, and remember that these are very rainbow colors, but if you, depending on what stamps you have, if you do them on a floral paper, or say you're doing fall and you have like kind of orange, avocado green kind of colored papers, ones that maybe you wouldn't necessarily use right now, you could do your stencils and then they would fall right into a fall theme. Anyways, that's what I was doing today, doodling away. Thanks for watching.